We are here. We've made it. Big Ross was already like tick, 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 tick,
Yeah.
because he was getting it ready. We were making it happen. Welcome to episode 71 of Prep Talk Live. I'm Casey with Cascadia Dispatch. Joining me as always is Tup the Urban Prepper. Tup, what is up? How are you? How are things?
Things are going pretty well overall. I've been filming to trying to finalize my first comeback dedicated video, and uh, I feel a little rusty on some of my dialogues. Like I'm used to talking to you and on live streams, but I I was filming in downtown Tacoma just yesterday, and filming like the intro and the outro, and I was just sucking. It was bad. Everyone's watching me, like everyone, oh, what's he doing with the camera? And I'm like, hey, thanks for watching. And I just kept stumbling over my words. I'm like, I got to redo the whole thing. So after we do our live stream, I'm going to go and try to redo it to see if I still could talk for professionally without saying and or having a bunch of wind in the background or like people pooping and stuff like that. I am filming in downtown Seattle, so you got to edit all that stuff out.
I like the fact that the downfall of the Urban Prepper channel, it was doing real well for
Yeah,
like 10, 11, 12 years,
it had
something
a good
like that.
run. Yeah.
Millions and millions of subscribers. And it's Prep Talk Live that is the downfall. We've
Well,
gotten
no,
you
it's
used to
I
this,
just
and
used to
now
the
you can't go back.
freestyle. I'm used to the freestyle and the banter and everything, and now like, oh crap, I got to do a polished narrative here and not sound like an idiot because it's going to last forever. But uh,
He's used now. We've got him used to the low standard.
yeah,
It's a
I've
very
lowered my
low
standards
bar.
on like the dialogue. So, but it
Yeah,
was
exactly.
but yeah, and then then I just made some rookie mistakes like this past week. I went to film on Monday and I had the right spot, the right lighting, everything was good. I had my SD card was good. All that I'm filming, and then the battery dies. Put the backup battery in. The camera. I'm like, oh my gosh, just rookie mistake. So then I had to like, okay, I'll go the next day. So then I go over to the piers over at the waterfront because that looks real pretty over there, and then I didn't account for how much wind there was, so you could hear me talking, but it's all it sounds like a hurricane. And then there's all these people in the background just like, hey, what's he doing? And stuff like that. Get out of the shot.
Don't you understand? I'm making a YouTube
I'm
video.
making a YouTube video.
I'm very popular. I have
Yeah.
several TikToks on the Tiki Talkies.
And then I got a new tripod because it's more portable, but it's not tall enough for me. So I like when the camera's kind of pointing down a little bit, just kind of like how
Yeah.
when you go selfie style, you kind of go like that. You look a little
Mm-hmm.
better that way. And so this one was pointing up, and it's just like, oh man, I see like my chin looks funny, and it's like emphasizing all the wrong areas. Like the prepper bulge is there, and it's just like, oh, this tripod's just not working for me. So now I have a new spot where I have the short tripod, but it's going to be elevated and it'll be filming down. But yeah, that's what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds like I was gonna say like I was gonna joke and say, did you leave the lens cap on? But
Well,
I feel like
my new
since the
camera doesn't.
batteries.
I don't have that problem because it has a built-in lens cap. But no, I had the total rookie mistake of both batteries being completely depleted, and then other things like wind, all that. So I'm a little rusty because there's no wind here when we're filming.
Yeah, I feel like maybe like we just need to fire you from YouTube and prepping. Like it feels like not only did you not have powered batteries,
Yeah.
which is like a prepper rookie mistake, but
Yeah.
then also like
I
you
had
didn't
two
have
batteries. I had the primary and the backup. They both were dead. It's like,
you were trying. You were trying real hard. That
yeah.
was
The camera angle is sponsored by Manscaped. Yeah. That's kind of what it was. It was like because it's like looking up, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to show the dreaded prepper bulge right in for a comeback video. Like
yeah.
no one, my wife doesn't want to see that. That's
I'm just thinking about all the TikToks that have the video, the selfie video, but it's the upward
yeah.
or not. It's not appropriate
Oh,
videos,
it's funny
but
where they show
it's
like yeah, I know exactly what
yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
yeah. I mean, then you're talking about the prepper bulge and everything. It all goes together.
And then
It's all.
I've been working on a video for my because for vehicle theft because it's on
Hmm.
the rise again, and everyone I know they've had their car broken into or stolen, and so I was working on that video, but now I need to make a modification because I was learning about the transmitter relays for your key fobs. Have you heard? You know how they do
No,
that? Have you seen that?
no.
Yeah. So some smart criminals are they have to, it's a two person operation where they one person's trying to get into the car with the handle. Someone else has this big looks like a big antenna, and they're going to where your house window is because most people store their keys right by their front door, and they
Yeah.
have some like a wire, like a relay to relay the key fob transmission to the car, and then they can unlock your car that way with if you have a key fob.
Okay,
So
that's super weird.
so
But
they're
how would you get the key fob to go? Are they just assuming that someone is going to hit the button in the house?
it's I don't know exactly. I have to research more, but I know that they somehow spoof it, and because it's they make it so they like relay the signal somehow from like your living room window or wherever it's stored at to the
Mhm.
car, and they're able to unlock it that way and start the car. So even if it's a push button start, so now I'm like, oh, I gotta get a prep for that
Got
now. So then I'm like, well, I gotta get the Faraday box for it for the key fobs instead of. So these criminals are just. I'm trying to keep up with them, but they're getting crafty.
Have you considered a garage?
We have a garage, but it's filled with preps. So
Yeah. Look, I'd love to keep the car safe, but we have a lot of jars. We
yeah.
have a lot of jars, and that's gotta be the priority. That's
Yeah, my wife and I had some battles with regard to the. She's been in canning mode and just canning everything. Uh, she's canning all these tomatoes. She's telling me not to touch them and everything like that. And so, but now she wants more space for the canning supply. So so she's like, "What's this module here? What's this first aid module? I want that space there." So these are prepper problems,
prepper problems. That seems reasonable. That
but yeah,
seems.
yeah, it's crazy on what these bad guys are. They're stealing the catalytic converters and then stealing the car, and then they're hot wiring
Mhm.
it, and now they're getting smarter where they're doing relays of key fobs, and I'm trying to get one step ahead to make. you- If someone wants your car, or wants to steal something, you can only do so much. You could do a deterrent, but
Yeah. Well, I wonder too. Like, I guess that also becomes, and I don't know what your block looks like, but the idea of making your like vehicle or house look less appealing to any of the so like that's what we try to do with our house because it's like okay if there's five houses on the block are you if you're going to try to steal something are you going to go in the house with video cameras all around the outside and signs for security systems and all of that sort of stuff or would you just go to the house next door that doesn't have anything and is
yeah, I
dark
know
and all of that.
they usually go quick grab and go like shopping. I
Hmm.
don't know. Our neighborhood looks like a very normal, quiet neighborhood, but and they haven't tried to steal our one car that has the key fob on it, but at some point they will. So I just want to be try to be prepared for it. So anyway, so
So we're
but
gonna
I almost had that video finished, and then I'm like, okay, let me prioritize this other video, and then I sucked on the battery and sucked on the camera angle and sucked on the wind. Now after this, I got to do that, and then I finished the junk drawer, and then of course after I finished the junk drawer one, I made an updated PDF. Then the family starts ruining my junk drawer again, and it's like this is more prepper problems. And so I'm like being like, who put this in here? This it's not in the PDF. And someone they keep putting this I have those extended lighters for like
yep.
those extended
The like
lighters.
fire starters, yeah.
I have one.
Hmm.
It has a label on it that says junk drawer. It's like this is for the and someone keeps putting an extra one in there. I'm like, dude, that's not in the PDF. I don't have quantity two. I don't need two of these. I already have.
Quantity too. If you look at the QR
If you look
code
at
and
if
the
you look at the PDF, it's there. I'm like, so who's doing this? And no one's fessing up that they're putting it there, but but they keep the junk drawer just naturally becomes a dump ground, and I keep finding new stuff, and it's more prepper problems that I'm having with the
um,
family.
is it if you have a PDF for your junk drawer,
Yeah.
is it still technically a junk drawer at that point?
Well, I think a lot of people like go with like they don't even want to call it a junk drawer because that it reinforces that it's for junk.
Yeah,
But it's like the common name of it, kind of like you know,
yeah, mother
people
feelers.
wear white tank tops and they call them wife beaters, even though they're not wife. They don't beat their wife. But that's still a common thing. So junk drawer is kind of like the wife beater of drawers, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Did
taken
the
our
AI just
first
get us?
hard left turn. Yep.
Did the AI just get us? Oh,
Exactly.
urban prepper beats wife. Equates it to junk drawer.
That's going on a TikTok. That's what's happening right there. Tup exposed. Exposing to, oh my
This
goodness.
junk drawer is sponsored by Manscaped.
Wow, just Manscaped is just all over the place.
Yeah, my
sponsoring
wife this past weekend we went to a nice event and she's like, "Where's the lint roller?" I'm like, "It's on the PDF. It's in the junk drawer. It's even labeled. I have a label for it on the. Why is it in there?" I'm like, well, "It's because it's a good spot for it." And then, of course, everyone uses it. My son uses it. My wife uses it. And then they leave it in some random spot. They don't put it back into the junk drawer, even though there's a designated label. I mean, a lint roller there. So, anyway.
Do you have a label on your label maker?
No, I don't. But I have
Okay.
labels on items that are prone to get removed from their proper location. And then and so now, like on the scissors, I have junk drawer. I have junk drawer on the flashlights, and then they still end up at random spots, and then replaced with some random thing like
It
random.
seems like you need like a subscribe and save for your junk drawer. Like, just look, we know that the scissors are going to be gone, so every month there's a new pair of scissors, and I put it in the junk drawer, and it disappears in the house.
Yeah.
And then, like, when you decide to move at some point, you will find the 58 pairs of scissors that have been scattered throughout your house.
Yeah. So I have like I was trying to do redundancy on the scissors, and then that encouraged more redundancy. So I was like cool with 2 scissors. Then the next thing I knew, there's 6 in there. I'm like, dude, I don't need 6 in the junk drawer. Again, quantity is one. And so then I finally settled on adult scissors, and then for my daughter, the little kid scissors. But and they're both labeled, but people are still they're not they're not following the PDF. It's just,
oh my goodness! Yeah,
big rots.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming hard already. Yep, you're a prepper if you have a PDF for your junk drawer.
Yeah,
that is 100% correct.
Yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
You asked me a simple question on how things.
That's okay. I was like, "How are you?" And it was
I had to vent on a lot of things.
Look, sometimes we do. You asked me how I was the other day, and I was getting a colonoscopy. So it just is all.
Yeah. Did we get a summary report on that or a PDF?
I have the PDF. They give it to you as you're leaving with detailed.
I don't want any images or anything.
And descriptions. So we can post that.
No photos or TikTok. Yeah. Maybe on OnlyFans we'll have our Prep Talk Live OnlyFans where you show
on Only Preps. Only Preps. We have the colonoscopy photos. So it was not nearly as bad as I anticipated it was going to be. It was in fact a lovely nap, which is what everyone has said. I was informed. So you learn things later in life about your childhood that you just didn't think to ask until later on. So let me give you an example. So when I was 15, I had spine surgery, and I had my spine fused together, or a portion of it. My spine was like sliding on top of itself and compressing the spinal cord, and my legs were going numb. It was a real fun time. Also, shout out to my pediatrician who said it was growing pains for 3 years, and was absolutely wrong, and didn't bother to take an x-ray or anything. So well done, sir. Well done. So anyway, I had that surgery, and they put you under for the surgery. And when I woke up from the surgery, I couldn't keep anything down for about 12 or 24 hours. Water, nothing. And they said, well, your stomach just wakes up slower than the rest of you. Apparently that's a thing you should know. And then I had my wisdom teeth out, and I had the same thing happen. I woke up from the anesthetic and couldn't keep water down, nothing. So now I'm going to this colonoscopy, which is the next thing that I have been the only thing I've been knocked out with since I was in my teens. Mm-hmm. And everyone says, well, you're just going to take a nap. And I was like, well, but that's what everybody said the last 2 times was you're just going to take a lovely nap and wake up and it'll be fine. And as I then explained it to everyone, they were like, well, but that's because they give you all kinds of other things when they're doing surgery and stuff. Like there were probably 6 or 7 different medications and gases and all kinds of stuff. Like that was a very different thing than like the propofol they give you for the colonoscopy. And I was like, well, that would have been good to know in advance, because I was just dreading waking up and then throwing up for 12 or 24 hours. So that did not happen. That was very lovely. I am not a fan of needles. I don't love getting my blood drawn or anything like that. Shout out to my therapist who has helped me over the last couple of
Wow.
years to kind of push through some of that sort of stuff. Be an adult and all of that. It took them 3 tries to get the IV into my arm. So about as bad of a situation there as I could have imagined.
Jeez.
But afterwards, I woke up. There was no pain. Everything was fine. My wife took me to Dairy Queen and got me a Blizzard. And then I sat on the couch and just kind of woke up for the next, couple of hours, and it was great.
Oh, that sounds like a.
So yeah,
I
everything
told
was.
I told my wife about you having that. She's like, "Well, now you need yours.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get yours done."
Yep.
So we need to have our colonoscopies aligned with each other. If we're gonna do this live stream continuing forward, we just need to be in sync on that. So.
We need to sync our
Yeah, it's kind of
things. Yeah,
brotherly thing to do.
absolutely.
Welcome to sustainable prepping, by the way. I saw that
Yeah,
sustainable prepping came in. Putting the kids
exactly.
to bed, but happy to pop in. So cool.
Yes, that's fantastic because she was one of the. We did a big group chat for trying to get some input on our topic tonight, which was a carryover from last week, which was how do you know you're a prepper? Broken down into you're a prepper when, and sent it out there. Mr. Wrangler Star was very adamant in his responses. He just kept giving us the same response that we needed to email another guy.
Yeah.
Which I was like, first off, how awesome is it that you have an autoresponder on Instagram?
It's probably like some Chat GPT bot that's taken over this thing.
I was like, I could only imagine his phone as like we're trying to like get answers and everything else, and then it just keeps auto responding. Like we get lots of responses. Talk to Cody. I'm like, I don't have time to talk to Cody yet because but like maybe we'll email Cody later and see what's going on.
Yeah, I put a community post on the main channel and got some stuff there, but I think a lot of people are taking it a little too seriously. Like they weren't thinking Jeff Foxworthy. They were,
we got some real.
All you need is knowledge. No gear. There's no gear. Like I was just looking at it before calling in. It's all, it's mindset first. You can have all the gear you need, but without a plan and focus, you're not well off. I believe what makes you a prepper is a mindset. Ready to act on at any moment. So I don't think, at least on the main channel, I think we were kind of looking more for like Jeff Foxworthy style one-liners that could show that like.
Well, luckily for you, my friend.
Yes, you got.
Luckily for you, no one takes me seriously at all. No. So when I ask these questions, we got some good solid winners. Yeah. I was pulling them up to have it. So one was a pretty standard from Colby. I think anyone with more than a basic emergency kit, like more supplies than a minimum to survive 48, 72 hours. I think that's pretty standard. I think that's a pretty good one. We like that one. Yeah. Fine Amy Fresh. Yeah, which I was looking at the FFA. Got it. Okay. Yeah. So she brought in, do you keep your gas tank 3/4 full at all times? How do you know you're a prepper? That's a way to know you're a prepper. And yes, keeping your gas tank full, always a good one. And then sustainable prepping came through with a fantastic one. You're a prepper when you go to the thrift store looking for a new desk and come out with 2 backpacks, 5 random water bottles, and a gallon Ziploc of candles.
Yeah.
So that is fantastic. I feel like there were more that we got too. Maybe they were in the comments on the. Oops! Oh my goodness! Now I just fired that up. That was not what I wanted to do. Because I know that there were more that.
I got through. More too. Let me. Well, mine were all serious. I should have phrased it. You're a prepper if or when. Like.
Yeah, I got a few TikToks. I got
mindset, skills, and fitness. Overgear would be able to survive.
Kaylin Strain. You're a prepper when your name is called to pick up a door prize and you go after the nail care kit even though you already have 3.
Yes. Oh, okay.
That's a fantastic one right there. Love that for us.
Oh my gosh, Suttons Days just arrived. Oh.
Sutton's Days just direct. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
Let me button up again. Here we go.
But I gave Sutton's Days a link. She said she was in. She said she was going to participate.
But she's hopping on? Oh my
no. Well,
gosh.
so I asked in the group chat. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, anybody wants to, to send in ideas, or also anyone who wants to jump on the stream? If you want to jump in, you're more than welcome to." Sutton's Days, count me in. I'm in it. Crickets from Sutton's Days. I was like, I got it even a little early because I thought, well, maybe we were gonna have guests today. Not so much. Not so much. What they knew is
she's a little mad. She's a little mad.
They knew that you were having issues with your batteries, and so we've just lost all credibility. That's what happens.
Yeah. Man, it was total rookie mistake. Like in the past, sometimes you forget your SD card, and so then I have a emergency SD card and a backup to the backup SD card. So that hasn't happened. She heard about the new Cliff camera. That's
funny. Also, I will say, shout out to Ron Nix on YouTube. You're a prepper when comment. Way too much irrelevant chit chat. So apparently, Ron Nix was watching and it was new to the channel. Didn't realize what happens here. But too much irrelevant chit chat.
Expecting something a little more professional.
It is not called, the Fisher Price of prepping for nothing.
You have more TP than you can use in a year. I have to say, you might be a prepper for that for sure.
Yep, exactly.
There has to be something like ugly chicken, yellow tag chicken related. That like if
you might be a prepper if your Italian in-laws say you need to hold off buying more pasta. That is. Oh, here we go. All right. We convinced them. All right, hold on. I see you sustainable prepping. I just got to change the design here a little bit so that we're not all weird here. There we go. We got to go to our multi-cam, multi-user setup here. Oops, now we just totally lost everything. Here we go. All right. Sustainable prepping.
Hi.
Wow.
Welcome. This is now sustainable prepping. She said in the chat as well. Welcome. That she has been thinking about starting her own channel.
Yeah.
And
well,
we
I have
enjoy
a channel.
like.
But
we don't see. Look. Compared to Top and Sutton's Days, we're all small. Like we're just begging for like the dozens of subscribers that are left over. That's all we're trying to do over here.
No, that's
you're like the movie 300. The 300 had a small but it's powerful army.
Yeah, exactly.
Send a link to Sutton's Days.
I sent the link to Sutton's Days. Oh my goodness, Sutton's Days. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta go over here.
What's this? Did you just call me fat? What's going on here?
What happened?
Is there shaming going on in the chat?
There's shaming? There can't be shaming happening. Sutton's Days.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, it's a little in and out, but we gotcha. We're with it.
It's a little like the video's delayed with the audio a little bit, but it's
yeah, but that's all right. We're making it work. Yeah. Sutton says, "I'm getting your link ready here." I put it in the chat thing, but here we'll send it over email because I also know that in Instagram you can't just click on the link, so it's not as easy. Okay. Now, sustainable prepping, you have amazing Instagram stuff. I see your Instagram stuff all the time. You are prolific on Instagram. I would only love to be able to publish a tenth of what you put on Instagram.
Yeah. So I moved. So and then I'm coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah. Yeah, there is so much on Instagram, and it's just there's lots. Oh, here she is. Oh, the queen has arrived.
Oh
my gosh. Goodness.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Days. I feel like I'm starstruck.
There's
Now,
You
now,
taught me
hold
how
on.
to can.
Now,
it's like the Brady Bunch intro right now.
yeah.
That's great.
Now, sustainable prepping. I'm just gonna say, have you been connected with Suttons Days or TUP before directly?
Not directly.
Okay.
I'm a lurker.
I will help you with
I
this.
mean, I think we've
Just
chatted.
just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It still happens every time.
I didn't even wash my makeup off from the gym. You got them unwashed before the queen.
Forever unclean. Forever unclean.
I am nobody.
Suttons Days brought to you by Manscaped.
Oh my goodness.
Man. Suttons Days probably missed the first part of this.
I did.
the
I
live.
did. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
telling Casey that I was working on some filming and I had total rookie mistakes and I was rusty on things and I had a bad camera angle that was like, normally when you film you kind of want to go down because you look a little better that way, but I had it like going up, and so I was rewatching the video and it was like, it was like the wrong angle. It was looking at prepper bulge type stuff
You
and like
always look
chins.
amazing.
It was
You
like
always look
like
amazing.
that, and then like I'm like, oh man, this video's not. What's going on here? I don't have a crew like Canadian Prepper or whatever the camera crew.
Casey.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Casey, they're big. Yeah, they got the whole crew and everything. But
We need to talk to Nate and Chris because I expected they would at least say like to just ignore us or something. We got nothing from them.
well,
I was like,
Well, they may
come
not
on, guys.
check their
they got to go
DMs.
through the legal team. They go through the legal team.
That is true. That is true. We got to talk to their PR departments.
In my defense, I'm in. Count me in, because I'm always in for causing chaos with you guys, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've been down since then on muscle relaxers for my back, so I have done nothing. So that's why.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
that's why I'm late. That's why.
All right.
I'm
Well, thanks for joining in and making us feel bad for that.
I
I appreciate
that's what
that.
you get for making me feel bad.
Why are you shaming her, Casey? That's
Yeah. Okay.
She says I'm big, and now this. Yeah.
Oh, this stream is just going to be epic and then slammed for bullying, and then we're just going to be totally demonetized. How are you? What happened? Is everything okay? You seem to be upright. That seems like a good thing, maybe.
Basically, my boobs are too big, so it throws my back out. I love doing that to him. I love doing that to him. But legitimately,
struggle
that's what
is
it is.
Real. The struggle is real.
It is. You guys don't know anything about
No, we don't.
It's-
No. And
Fellas
I'm
don't
concerned
know.
about if
Get off
I
the
ask
floor.
you to explain it, is that like a Me Too moment? I don't understand. I don't know what's happening.
When you're carrying around an extra 20, 30 pounds on your chest, your back tends to revolt. So
Just in case
Reduction
anyone's
surgery.
curious.
That are paid for by insurance. It's legit. It's a legit thing.
I'm waiting for a referral. I could be dead by then. Cliff, get off the floor.
I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for that.
You
That
are
was-
never ready for me. Let's
No.
just accept that, okay?
Manscaped has apparently pulled their sponsorship. They've left. They're gone.
There you go. She said boobs. Oh my
Yeah. Okay, but it sounds like there is a surgery that is planned to fix this for you, or okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's either incredibly morbid or promising.
Promising. I have wanted to be a B cup my entire life. So yeah, this is great. I know I'm a woman. I don't need these things for that.
This is the greatest. You know, I was hoping that this would be like we had planned a little bit to make this stream good, and I was hopeful. I really was, and then home run.
You know you're a prepper when you have 14 different sizes of bras, and they all throw your back out.
Yes.
Okay. Come on, Cliff.
We broke Cliff.
Or you only plan to have the most versatile support balance with the front. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wait a second. I got Phil.
Have fun.
I got Phil in the
Equilibrium.
Exactly, equilibrium. Phil's in the background. What?
Hi, Phil.
Oh, I think I need some help. My knees are really hurting.
Oh God. Okay.
I feel.
Ignore Phil. Yep. Okay.
My knees are hurting.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with that information, but I feel
You know.
like every answer is wrong.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Orange hands. Okay.
We're just giving you
Yeah.
tools to plan ahead. I mean, you know, so that you can better prepare the women in your life.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. You know, I'm going to go up and ask my wife after this, like, if we need some sort of a pulley system or anything like that. You know, my daughter, you know, is still young, but it's good to plan for that as well. Like, we'll get some medical pre-authorizations or something going.
I'm just saying,
Danielle, you can
when you're practicing your rucking, you know, when you've got your bag, they've got more to carry.
All right, but hold on. Wouldn't that be counterweight? Like,
legit.
wouldn't that be like a counterbalance? Like,
So-
wouldn't that be easier?
Just wait.
No? Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue the point. I'm just curious about the physics of
It's
it. That's what
a
I'm...
bug out boob. Bug out boob.
The bug out boob. Bug out back boobs.
A bug out.
The bug out bra.
The bug out bra.
Bug out.
Yeah.
Wait until I have the surgery, and then I'll have space for a bug out bra. As it is, they already get in the room before I do.
Should we create like a holiday gift set that's the bug out bra and the prepper panties from the like
Yes.
20 episodes ago?
Cliff. Oh my gosh, we've got it.
Yeah.
You guys and your prepper panties, and
Yeah.
you can develop
Bringing it back.
sustainable and develop the perfect bug out bra.
Available at your local Victoria's Secret and Cabela's collaboration. That's what we're gonna have.
What happened to our
Oh my gosh.
family-friendly live stream?
It is. You know you're a prepper when you turn
Yeah.
your underwear into bug out.
The bug out the bug out bulge.
You
Bug
got
out boots.
to have extra pockets.
Because
Extra
they never get
pockets.
Yeah.
Pockets are key.
real estate.
I've-
Add some pockets. You could stash batteries, bullets, money,
Nobody cares if they're lumpy.
snacks. You never.
Isn't it Fergie that's
Leave
talking?
me alone. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't Fergie the one that's talking about her lady lumps? I mean, I didn't realize she was a prepper, but apparently she totally is.
Lady lumps.
Yeah.
They're called flippin' nipples. They're not. No, excuse the flipping, but they're called nipples. So we have a guy. Lady lumps.
This is the greatest stream that no one will ever see.
God, I hate
This
the
is
patriarchy.
fantastic.
Okay. Okay.
This also becomes an anatomy class.
Hmm. This is educational purposes.
There you go.
Educational purposes.
There you go.
Yeah.
hmm
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
All right.
Hi.
Oh, about me.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So ooh, Cliff. Okay. So
Yeah.
you know you're
It's getting hot in here. It's
getting hot in here. Okay. You know you're a prepper when? When?
well, is there like a good yellow tag or ugly chicken? You know, you're a prepper phrase that would be good to. We should just coin now, or you should coin.
You know you're a prepper when you have 200 jars of ugly chicken.
Yeah, maybe I think that works.
Okay. And
Yeah.
ugly beef. And ugly
Because the
pork.
one I just know every time I go to the grocery store and I see ugly chicken yellow tags, I know I get excited. And I imagine most people don't get excited for that, but I just don't know a good sentence that could.
You know
Where's
you're a
ChatGPT?
prepper when.
Yeah.
You know you're a prepper when markdown chicken makes your toes tingle.
That's
Go
a
ahead,
good
say
one.
it, Cliff. Say it, Cliff. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get to.
Suttons Days broke me
chicken.
again. She always.
Yeah. This is why we have two hosts. So just in case one goes down, like
Yeah, we went down. 2 is
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
One is not.
yeah,
It's-
exactly.
I like Chuck. Chuck says you know you're a prepper when you whisper
Secret preppers.
Yep.
Secret preppers.
I keep spotting
Yeah.
secret preppers in downtown Seattle. I could spot them from a block away. So
Speaking of downtown Seattle, has anybody else lost theirs over you when you went to order lunch?
I've dodged some other dodged the deuces, but
Okay.
no,
Dodged the deuces.
I didn't have a live like live action one yet.
Oh, okay.
But I still can't eat poke bowls because every time I go, it kind of ruined me from poke bowls. So It's been weeks now.
gonna
So.
love that forever.
Cliff, they have more than one poke restaurant in Seattle.
But now every time I think of, I'm sorry, sustainable prepping, but yeah, every time I think of poke bowls, I just was thinking about what to have for lunch today, and I thought for a second about the poke bowl. And
Somebody will lose their. Yeah.
I was gonna. Yeah, the urban pooper. Let's say that.
Mother healers, nobody has more mason jars than me.
Okay,
you know you're a prepper when you have no. That's not possible.
Not even possible.
Yeah.
My wife is so territorial on the mason jars. It's like don't I can't touch them. I can't even look at them anymore because she's in a canning frenzy right now.
I'm very particular about my vintage jars, and Phil has a side hustle. Mm-hmm. He sells mason jars with liquid in them.
Mm-hmm.
So and the liquids just kind of goes, it's just part of the bargain. So he's selling mason jars. So I have to make sure he doesn't sell my collectible mason jars. So I'm like, you can only have the ones on that shelf. The rest of them are mine,
Is Phil, has he talked to the TLC people and possibly, or the History Channel? Because they have that show about the people who are big into jars.
I know. And no, and we're not going to. Even though it would be really cool because you know who Popcorn Sutton is, right?
I don't, but tell me he's I know that he's on the show, but tell me he's related to you. And that
I don't think we've actually connected the tree yet.
Oh, okay.
That would be super cool. Yeah, that would be super cool. But yeah, he's just his own little Popcorn Sutton running around town.
Yeah.
I've had to. He goes, "Oh, look at the color of this one," and I'm like, "Get that out of that jar." So I totally get the jars. I
had a question. I had a jar question for Suttons Days. Back in 2020, I wanted to test out. We have a neighbor that has a chicken coop, and so she brought over eggs I told her don't wash them because I want to store them in a mason jar with there's like a salt
lime
and water.
Or that?
Yeah, lime and stuff, and I want to eat it 9 months from now.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that was back in 2020.
I could say I knew you when.
And so then and so my wife just found them in the back of the.
For the love of God, throw out the mason.
She's like, "What the heck is this?" Yeah. And I'm like, "And I'm afraid to open it. Is it okay to? Is it too far out if it's like 3 years
No, I mean, if you can handle the smell once you open it to clean it out, go for it.
Well, she wants her mason jar back. Is what she wants.
Go buy her a mason jar, dude.
Well, she's like, "Well, what? I just wanted to toss the thing. I thought it was, I had to take the L on this one for forgetting about it."
I mean, the glass is not permeable, so I mean, the glass can be.
So just throw it in. So just close my nose, dump the old eggs, and then get ready to put it in the dishwasher.
Do not flush it down the toilet. Do not, double bag that stuff, put it in the trash, and say sorry to the
I heard because I heard that the eggs could be shelf stable for up to a year if stored like that. But
I'm Angelina Jolie. I told you that. Do you believe it? Okay.
Okay.
So some people are really into this theory of water glassing eggs.
Yeah.
If you don't want 50 eggs, don't have 25 chickens. Eat the damn eggs. There's no proven safe way to water glass eggs, and I'm not willing to risk.
So don't even risk it then. It was an experiment that I did. I forgot about it. So.
Yep. I always like experimenting on myself. It's great.
Yeah. So everyone, because we got a bunch of people watching right now. After this, if you could just go over to Tup's channel, pick any episode, any video, watch it, watch the ads, so he can make to go buy another mason jar.
Well, no,
I
told her I'd buy her a new one, and she said no, save it. So she's like,
no, say it's an anniversary present. Let me buy you a brand new mason jar instead of.
Is it a vintage jar?
No, it's a decent. What's
just a normal,
brand. Yeah,
reasonably bought in the last 3 years.
Made in America one.
Oh my God, I don't know how many of them are actually made in America now, but
yes.
Listen, you can go to the thrift store and buy a single jar for like a quarter.
Well, we have boxes and boxes of unused jars, so I don't know why she's being so. She wants this one. But
and while I'm all about communication in a relationship, okay, stop talking about it, and one day just make it disappear.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, there was an accident.
Okay, what did you do with that jar? Nothing, honey. I just
I put it away. Okay.
Yeah, but look, by the way, there's this new 4-pack of jars that just showed up from Amazon. It's amazing how that happened. It was
But-
just on our doorstep waiting.
I see that Mother of
Yeah.
Healers says, guys, put on your gas mask. And that reminded me that Miss Urban Prepper, she's successfully grown her Carolina Reaper peppers,
Ooh.
and she wants to. And she's going full on Mira safety gas mask in the kitchen because
Good.
he's on dehydrating them because she's trying to make some jams, but it's total like hazmat suit in the
You have
kitchen
to.
right now. So.
You have to. That's a very good idea.
I don't know why she's made it because they're too hot for anyone, but
'Cause
She's
it's
trying
fun.
to keep the cars from getting stolen.
Yeah.
You know you're a prepper when you grow your own protection.
that's true.
Clearly. Hello there.
Yeah, my garden. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
She's very smart, this one right here. Yep. Mhm.
Throw,
I think
Yeah.
we should keep
throw
her.
my dry peppers at you.
Oh,
Oh my
my
gosh.
goodness. Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Eat it and you'll be the urban pooper. There you go.
Yeah. I never tell you about. Well, maybe it's too much information.
Really? We just talked about my colonoscopy, but please stop.
I
I missed your
It's-
colonoscopy.
so I don't
You
know.
did. I live streamed it. It was wonderful. The chats, the live chat was very into it.
You know you're a prepper when. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Eat it and you'll be the urban.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is too much information. But I'll say it anyway. I made a video several years back on bag bomb, and the whole reason behind that video was because I made some spicy chicken enchiladas basically with the slow cooker, and I put way too much cayenne pepper in it, and it was so hot. It was undeniably hot. It was just unbearably hot, but I was so stubborn because I cooked it and I wanted to eat it, and so I ate it. And the next day was
The exit was worse than the entry.
the exit was. I was crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I do? And I'm crying, and she's like, go get some bag bomb. I'm like, what's bag bomb? And so I got the bag, and it's the only thing that helped
Really?
with the disposal. And
I wouldn't think that would work. Tux.
yeah.
Tux would work.
What Tux is better?
Tux. T-U-C-K-S. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the bag bomb.
Now that she's grown, these Carolina Reapers,
I
Yeah.
have to bring it up.
Yeah.
Now I prep bag bomb because of the urban pooper incident that
bag
happened.
bomb's really cool, but I wouldn't put it on
Mhm.
anything because of heat. I don't know.
Oh, bag bomb is like amazing. We have like
Yeah.
our son has like skin eczema and all that.
Yep.
Like we can put the medicine on for a couple of 3, 4, 5 days and it'll slowly get there. You put bag bomb on that stuff for 24 hours and it is like
Yeah.
over. It is amazing.
Yeah, we did
I'm
bag
thinking-
bombs on when my wife had like a C-section or scar type stuff.
Yeah.
And bag bomb is just
Oh yeah, then
saves
yeah,
the day. Yeah.
yeah. But because it's similar to petroleum-based product,
Mhm.
I would think that anything heat-related would retain that heat.
Ooh.
So
For me, it was it provided the comfort that I needed.
okay.
I guess the question though is like the difference between like a heat burn and a chemical burn. And it
Yeah.
feels like
Ooh.
what Tup was trying to avoid was a chemical burn as opposed to necessarily like a
Like a
sunburn.
burn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, valid point.
Yeah.
Now that we've talked
That's-
about this butt,
That's
okay.
science.
Well, we talked
right
about boobs right off the top, so I figured like
everybody,
all topics are available now.
all topics are available.
The AI is just having a fit with the stream, though. for
Oh, I
sure.
don't care.
Wow.
They keep AI confused.
there. Yeah.
Prepper
Welcome to the
for
stream,
stage,
Sustainable Prepping. By
on the margins.
She's like, what?
You can't take us
in on
Public, y'all.
yeah.
Kind of doomsday, if you know.
She's like, can you just edit me out of this? Like, I thought this would be a really fun adventure, and it's not. I want off the ride. That's what's happening.
No refunds. Sorry.
Oh my goodness!
Okay,
Wow.
so you're a prepper when, Casey?
Yes.
For me, it's like you're a prepper when you've spent more money than you can even count on stuff that you don't even use. You're a prepper when you've bought the epoxy UV light pen because you thought it would be a cool idea, and then you find out that 5 of your friends also have it and think it's an awful plan. You're a prepper when you rage shop on Amazon every time anything goes slightly sideways, and then wonder why your
Yeah.
Chase Amazon Prime card has a ridiculous balance on it.
I know.
Yeah. You know you're a prepper when you don't think about anything in singles. Everything is in groupings of family members. It's
No,
either
seriously, that's valid. You never look at anything as just one. I can't get just one.
no.
If it's 50% off, I have to get every single one on the shelf because it'll never be that price again. And this way I never have to worry about it, and I've always got it. And yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was telling my family we were somewhere last week, 2 weeks ago, and I was talking with my brother and sister-in-law about some emergency thing, something or whatever. And I mentioned, that we had new sleeping bags because we had gone camping, and so we got a different setup now. And so now we have, I don't know, 10 or 12 sleeping bags at our house. And I was like, we've got sleeping bags for everybody. So, and they were like, well, do you want us to have it at some of at our house? And I was like, no, because it's all here. So we just come I wasn't kidding when we have stuff for everybody. It's just, you come here and we will have sleeping bags and, you're a prepper when you have tents for your pets. That's, I think, a thing.
They get their own tent.
Yeah, they do.
Mine would so not put up with that.
Well, we have a cat. There's a cat and a dog involved in this equation. The dog, I think, would be fine. The cat, I think, would be problematic. And so having something to contain said cat is
great.
beneficial.
I know Shilling for Mirror Safety. Mirror Safety has a
affiliate link down below.
Affiliate link. They have this containment tent for CBRN protection for your pets, and I've never seen it. I was like,
pod.
Yeah, it's like a pod or something. I was like, oh man, that's prepper. If you have that, you're a prepper for sure. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, shilling over.
Yeah. All right. Sustainable prepping. You're a prepper when?
About 47 started projects that you haven't finished.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's me.
About 47 projects.
I've got the grow lights. I've got the whole deck, and then a new project pops up that you feel like is more important. So you never finish the first project, and then all of a sudden, months have passed, and then you're like, oh, maybe I should do 10 feet high of mulch. I'm not kidding. It is a massive amount of mulch. Someone had some trees cut down, and they dumped it in my yard, and I was like, great, because we just moved. So I was like, oh, we're going to spread the mulch. And that's been a week and a half ago. I'm sure my neighbors hate me.
I'm still only getting half of sustainable prepping, so I'm piecing it together as we go.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
There's a lot of mulch. Yeah. I think there's a lot
It'll
of
be
mulch.
there in the spring.
Exactly. And it needs to get spread.
Okay.
I think is where we were at. But it didn't, I think. Okay, now we got an echo somewhere.
Wait, is Bizarro Casey somewhere here?
I mean, look,
your
weirder
doppelganger
things have happened.
There we go.
There you are.
Let's see if that's better.
We're
I
back.
took off my headphones to see if that's better.
Much better.
That is
there we go.
amazing.
Oh, man, it was the headphones.
Okay, we
Sustainable
won't.
prepping had that 56K modem running, and it was.
Yeah, now we don't have to go secretly talk about you afterwards and vote you off the stream. That's the thing. This is way better. Way better.
Wouldn't be my first.
Here's the thing. They won't secretly talk about anybody. They do it right out in public.
Fair enough. I was surprised I got the invite. Usually people are like, oh, that's sustainable prepping. She's not allowed.
No.
Wow, what'd you do?
Yeah, exactly. Who are your friends?
I'm just spicy. I'm over here with spicy opinions, and so people are like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And here I am with boobs. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And
Also-
then the spiciest of all of it is
I
from
understand.
Tup's wife.
It's a tough place to be in prepper land.
It's tough being a woman in prepper land. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know if you've seen Rogue Preparedness does that 30 days of preparedness collaboration for this month. And Prepper Potpourri got a compilation of people talking about their different books. And this one guy left a comment, bless his heart. He left a comment that, the ones that complained about the way women preppers are portrayed are the only ones that complained were women Well, yeah.
No.
You know, yeah.
Wait, hold on. Run that by me one more time.
He said that the only ones that complained about the way that women preppers are portrayed in apocalyptic fiction were the women.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And it's like, yeah.
Because it's
Hello.
written by dudes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God. I literally, I if I had the physical book, I have it on Audible. If I had the physical book, I'd use it as fire starter. I started one, and I mean the whole woman thing at the beginning of this book was this woman was losing her mind. There's an EMP, and she had to have her hairspray. Shut up. You know, come on. I mean, just utterly ridiculous. So yeah.
Maybe she wanted it for like a flamethrower thing.
No, that wasn't it.
Okay.
It was her hair.
I just tell me you don't know women without telling me you don't know women.
Bingo.
I mean,
yeah.
I've lived in like San Francisco. I have friends who are in LA, and all of those women look as fancy as you can imagine, and also scrappy as all get out. Like if they have to walk barefoot through flaming streets, they're gonna do it because they're survivors. They're not here for anyone's crap. Like it. Sorry, I have a little bit of rage about that kind of thing.
Oh, girl, you and me both. Chuck says the helpless women in prepper novels is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
I am sick to death of stupid, and I'm sick to death of sexual assault. Now, I know they're both going to be out there, but for the love of God, you know, can you
and
not?
in a fiction novel, you get to pick what you put in there.
Yeah. Well,
you get to choose to tell that story. You don't have to. You don't have to tell that story.
Tup, you know what I'm realizing right now? I'm super glad I don't like to read.
I was just wondering. I didn't know. I haven't read that many prepper novels.
Yeah, exactly.
you really?
I was like, prepping novels.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't. Yeah. No,
I'll watch a movie.
I don't read
but
a lot of them. But,
oh my God, I'm obsessed. I read like all of them, but you get really good ideas from some of them. Okay, so you know it's like
50 Shades of Preps. Is that what?
Like hairspray.
Ooh, there's a book. Yeah.
You didn't realize you needed hairspray as bad as apparently you do. Like
I didn't. I guess I didn't know. I got to read some more.
It was just
to add that into your preps.
Yeah. I want to be the Fabio of prepper.
There's an EMP. The whole world's going to hell. Oh, when you go to the store, can you get some hairspray?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want my due to, be out of place.
God
I mean,
forbid.
you never know what sort of news footage you're going to find yourself on, archival, in the future.
Is Sarah Connor like the ideal woman prepper role that they should strive for in some of these novels? Is that the bar? Because,
gosh, that's actually
fair.
That's fair.
I always
What's
super
the name
inspired
of,
by Sarah Connor as a tactical prepper, I think, and Rogue has I
would like to be Sarah Connor.
Yeah.
Rogue has some Sarah Connor qualities.
Oh yeah.
She's got the Sarah Connor vibe. Oh, she's rocking the Sarah Connor vibe. I was thinking of have you guys ever seen Mad Max Fury Road? The main girl, whose name I think it's Furiosa. I can't remember the name. Oh, she's
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like
But
how
she comes in with a
but
vengeance.
you got Casey now, yeah.
She's not here for me. I mean, like she's she's a planner. She's an opportunist.
I like the couple from I only think of movies. I don't think of books, I guess, because I can't read. But
Mila Jovovich in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I like the couple from the movie Tremors, and they had like that underground basement.
Yes.
They had a good amount of preps, and I think they were both equally prepped out, and were
Yeah, that was my mother's favorite movie. Okay, next.
This is fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, where do we go from? Okay, I
We've
don't even know.
We've covered almost all topics. The AI is just having a fit with us, and
Tup, you know what happens? You know how we always talk about how the chat room is so exciting, and like we're just here to facilitate the chat. What has happened is we have invited the chat room in live, and now like it's just happening. Like we are just along for the ride, is what's going on.
I'm the obnoxious chat person. Right? I'm happy to be your obnoxious chat person.
No, there's just all kinds of other topics, and then we're like, where do we even go with
it
this?
opens up all sorts of doors. Casey and I never get to cover these topics. So
exactly. And I would say one of the things that we appreciate in our communities and our chat is most prepping channels are 98% males on the male channels.
Yeah.
It's a lot of camo and a lot of pew-pews and a lot of bug-out vehicles and all that sort of stuff. And one of the things I think that we have been proud about is that our channels have a much different demographic viewpoint, which is
that eye candy. I mean, come on.
intent. Look,
Truly. How could they know?
I walk every morning. I do what I can. You know, I drink water sometimes during the week.
Mine
I'm
is
about
smart
hydration.
water. Okay, yeah.
Watch her.
But I think so. Tup, I'm just having a thought as a do because our best thoughts come on this.
Yep.
I would be interested if we maybe set up more of like this round table setup.
It's fun
for kind of like presenting that female prepping viewpoint that like is part of the stream. I think
I'm game.
There's a way to do that, maybe.
Yes.
I think that preparedness for women is completely. I'm sorry, I literally am sweating my butt up here. The preparedness for women is seriously underserved.
Yeah.
Seriously underserved.
It's honestly started my channel. I mean, I've got 4 kids. I work a day job. I don't have any tech skills. I don't know anything about the tech end of this. But when I got into serious prepping, I've told the story before. I lived in California, and I was very afraid of the earthquake. And I had gotten into some homesteading skills by watching Suttons Days teach me how to can ugly chicken. I'm not kidding. You and Linda's Pantry taught me how to can chicken. I swear on all that is holy. So I say I'm starstruck. Like, you're the reason I'm here. It's real. It's real. I'm having a fangirl moment. Anyway.
I'm just me. Okay.
But I started. I grew up in a family that were like quiet preppers. My dad always had MREs. I grew up primitive camping, living history reenactor, like all the things. But there were like no women. There were no women. And the women who were talking about prepping were like you, Lisa, where you talked a little bit about prepping, but you were still at that point really focused on a lot of the homesteady kind of stuff. And there was nobody talking about the ladies and prepping. And I was like, all right, fellas, somebody's got to do it. So I started because I felt like the demographic I represent was not represented in prepping, and I just really felt like in 2020 that someone had to do it. Someone had to just carve out more space. And I've seen more women talk about it, but it's still so small.
It's very small, and it's still very narrow on the topics. And I'm having like, okay, you guys always come up with these great ideas, and you guys created this little niche for the two of you to get together and talk and stuff. And so we need to start a Smash the Patriarchy prepping channel. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tup, did we just invite them on our stream, say that we were going to do a collaboration, and they decided to do their own thing and kick us out?
They took over. It's a hostile takeover.
You two, patriarchy hurts men, okay?
It does. The patriarchy hurts everybody. Yep.
It hurts everyone. It hurts everyone. So,
Yep. There you go. You could just. The tagline for that week will be "Smash the Patriarchy prepping."
All right, we can. I'm game.
Dude,
We'll
you'll
make
lose
it happen.
viewers. Don't do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I look, the dozens of viewers I have, it's okay. It's fine.
The prepper community as a whole is rather chauvinistic.
I have seen evidence of that.
Yeah.
That is true.
I had a friend of mine today. I'm talking to her on Marco Polo, and I said, "Hang on, I got to come back to you because somebody's coming here to buy something I posted up on Marketplace." And I came back and I said, "Oh, it wasn't him. It was some other guy." And she goes, "Don't you get worried about these random guys showing up at your house?" And I'm like, "Do you see me? Do you really want me coming after you if I get mad? Are you serious?" You know? And I'm like, "No, I don't get worried about that." So yeah, it's not just men, it's women that are, "Oh, well, you know, you need somebody around to take care of you." No, honey, I'll take care of myself. I'm good. But the prepper community doesn't think it's that way.
No.
The guys that were coming up were probably just trying to figure out how to can some ugly chicken because they heard that Suttons Days lives there
Exactly.
and they've seen the videos and they were like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you how to can ugly chicken.
And you're going to. I have the pressure canner. My wife, we were cleaning the garage. And she's like, "What do you want to do with the pressure canner?" I was like, "We are going to use.
We
that.
are going
That
to
is the
do that.
thing."
Yes.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
the thing. We had a discussion about what we want to try to can,
Yep.
and I need to have a conversation with you for timing and all of that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Because
Yep.
I don't want to pick something that's going to take 5 hours to can or anything like that. Like, we can pick something that's smaller.
Chicken. Okay. Well, chicken takes a little while.
Yeah.
Broth.
We could
But, like,
we could run you through just water running the system.
okay. Or I was thinking maybe ground beef. I was thinking that would be.
Chicken.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know they're both meat, but I didn't know
the water
what they
process.
required
That's
to
what
say.
I did first. Was the water just as a practice run? I think that's.
Yeah. Just practice run
Because
with
if you
water.
mess up, you didn't waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right.
All right.
But
Okay.
if you want to do, I will walk you from step A to step Z. I will block out 5 hours just to do that for you. And then you can edit the damn video and do whatever you want.
I would, yeah. I don't even know what we would do in that situation, but I would figure something out. That would be fantastic.
Is it common to drink while you can? Because I find that every time I'm pressure
Only
canning,
you.
I want wine while I do it. Is that
Yeah.
just a me thing, or I don't know?
That's a you thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't recommend it. You don't
I
recommend.
do not recommend drinking and canning.
Okay.
You'll forget to set the timer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It'll get
What if
ugly.
it was like a lovely Oregon Pinot or something? And you
Yeah,
really
a
just
nice glass of
You
red.
can reward yourself. You can reward
Get-
yourself at the end.
When you pull the jars out and you put them on the counter bubbling, you can go, wine time.
Yeah.
Sip your wine, listen to
Okay.
them feel. It'll be marvelous.
Absolutely.
That is fantastic. Oh my goodness. All right. I think we need to call it. I think we need to call it an evening. Mostly because I'm hungry and I'm getting text messages that dinner is happening.
Yeah.
But
It was a spicy conversation.
this
today.
is fantastic.
It was-
So
Literally.
yes.
We
So
talked about buttholes, and we talked about boobs, and we talked about all sorts of stuff. We covered everything. The AI's totally mad at us. And,
we ran the gamut. This
we ran
was
the gamut.
amazing.
That was the
Match the patriarchy prepping.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are going to put that together. That is 100% happening.
Yes.
Sustainable prepping. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that was
This
awesome.
was fantastic.
Nice to meet
This
you.
was so fun. So
It was fantastic. You did way better in your first time than I did with these two. I was just like sweat. It was a whole thing, and I was supposed to be like in the MC person. It didn't go well.
Tough.
Yeah.
I mean, you're cute and everything, but we're not that awesome.
Here's what I think happened.
Pretty awesome.
You're pretty awesome.
Well, no, we had two girls, one tough on this.
Oh my god!
No, I
That
gotta
was a
get
good
my
stream.
yeah. There was no sandwich this time.
I don't. Wow. If we weren't getting canceled before, luckily they can
everyone,
take the
it's nice
stream.
knowing
and just go.
everyone.
All right, everybody. We will see you next week with some sort of a show. I don't know what's going to happen. We will be doing the Smash the Patriarchy prepping. We'll come up with something. We'll work on the tagline. Smash the Patriarchy prepping doesn't roll off the tongue as well as I think it could. So
That's because you're a man.
Ooh.
Smash the
look,
prep.
it was only a matter of time before I accidentally said something that landed me in that spot. So yes, so we will come up. We'll make it. We want it to be catchy. We want it to be marketing thing. It's what I do. So we got to make it. We got to make it so that Anyway, we'll come up with something. Maybe it's its own stream. Do we need its own stream? Maybe. Should we think about that, or should it just be a version of Prep Talk Live?
I don't think we should overthink this.
Don't overthink it. Yeah.
You know you're a prepper when you overthink the logos for the streams that you haven't yet figured out how to make yet. That's where we're at. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. We will see you next week. Bye.
Do I get to come back next week?
You can come back anytime you want to.